Paul, we've got to start. I know you've got the point today, but Yeovil Town suffering relegation today, and that's a desperate disappointment for everyone associated with the club.
Obviously disappointing, but inevitable, I think, was the word. Now we've got to pick ourselves up. I've got an assessment to be made in the squad of players over the next 4 games, and we'll take it from there.
What did you make of the performance today?
Commitment and attitude I thought was excellent. You couldn't ask for any more as a manager. I thought it was difficult conditions, very bouncy and dry, all the pitches are at this minute in time. So it was a difficult game, a lot of fouls and stoppages, but nice to get a lead. A wee bit disappointed on the goal. I thought there was a foul up the top end of the pitch, but that's football. They obviously had the percentage of possession. You've got some quality veterans in that team, but I did feel we had probably the best chances in the game.
How disappointed were you with the chances that were missed? I mean, it's been a story of Yeovil's season, but you did create some good opportunities. Yeah,
well, as I said, the boy Hater, sod's law, he hits the bar, and about 2 minutes later they go down the park and get the equaliser. This is a team that's taken a lot of blows over the season. They're eroded in confidence. But today, until they lost the goal, I thought there was, they worked very hard, they kept their shape, tried to do the things I'd asked them to do, and I've got to be pleased with the first game.
Yeah, and you're obviously looking for a response from the players. They're playing to impress you, and you clearly feel that you saw that today.
Some of them are. I'm saying, yes, I did see a commitment and an attitude. In the end, I'd have been very disappointed if I hadn't. So, and to be fair, had we hung on, I don't think anybody could have argued.
What did you make of your first home experience here at Hewish Park, being the home manager, Paul?
Well, it's a difficult one to answer. It's happened so quickly. Games have been thrown upon us. We've had to get on the training ground and get things worked on. I'm looking forward to the challenge. Big challenge to put my squad together, which will happen over the close season, and we'll take it from there.
You got a great reaction. I think a standing ovation when you announced before the game. That must be nice to know the fans are behind you.
Well, that's what the game's all about, the fans. I think people forget that at times. They're the people that pay their money and support the team. My job is to keep a nice taste in their mouth with maybe a couple of results before the end of the season, and then looking forward to maybe having a positive season next year.
You haven't had much time to assess things, and you go again on Tuesday night against Sheffield United. You say the games are really coming fast upon you, aren't they?
Well, Sheffield United, being the Sheffield Wednesday manager, it's a big game for me. It's a real difficult. They're chasing the playoffs and above, so they're going to be right at our throats. But I'll just take my time and decide what I'm going to do. There's a few heavy legs out there after today. I might freshen things up and have a look at a few others.
And your approach between now and the season, relegation obviously confirmed, but to pick up as many points as possible?
To assess the squad. At the end of the day, winning would be a bonus.
So getting to see as many players and their strengths and weaknesses as possible.
I think that's important. At the end of the day, we've got to decide. There's players in contract here that I might not want. There's players in contract, non-contract that I would like to have. So in the end, I've got to weigh up all the situation and get inside budget and make sure I get the players I want.